Okay, continuing with chapter 5 here. Right, so this is part 3. All right, so we left off on hydroplaning. All right, so we're going to flip the page. All right, and continue on. So this is on page 98 now. Okay, so snow and ice. All right, which we did not have to put up with too much this year in New Jersey. Okay, all right, but we also mentioned this in class verbally. Our New Jersey law states that a motorist is responsible for any ice that flies from his or her vehicle and causes death, injury, and property damage. Right? Always make sure the vehicle has the proper type of windshield washing fluid. All right. So the motorist is responsible for scraping off all snow and ice. All right, from all aspects of the car. All right. So hood, all the windows. Okay. The top of the car, the trunk. All right. The all the lights, right? Your headlights, your tail lights, where your brake light is, right? And even when you're supposed to dust off where your license plate is, right? So you're responsible for all those things, okay? And then kind of on the following page, here's an exact date. All right, still a very popular question on state exams and things, right? But in New Jersey, right, motorists can use studded snow tires between November 15th and April 1st. Okay, so right before Thanksgiving, right, all the way up to April Fool's Day. Okay. Next, right, dealing with fog. All right, which we have to deal with a lot of times in the morning. Right, but here it is. Always slow down when driving in fog. Right, headlights should be kept on low beam, and fog lights should be turned on. Right, if the vehicle has them. Pavement markings and other vehicle lights can serve as a motorist guide. All right, so remember, especially this part here. Right, in fog. All right, your headlights are supposed to be on low beam. All right, because that's angled more towards the pavement, so you can pick up the both the lights or possible lights or reflectors that might be in the pavement, right? And also the yellow and white lines that's there. Okay. Next, this is on page 100 now. All right. Also mentioned this in class. Everybody's vision is reduced at night. Okay. Um, so given that, right, make sure or you highlight this portion here on page 100. Nearly 90% of driving decisions are based upon what a motorist sees while driving. At night, a motorist's vision is reduced. So that's the key phrase there. To drive safely at night, slow down and drive within the range of the vehicle's headlights. A motorist should always be sure that the vehicle can stop within a distance that he or she can see ahead. A motorist should always consider the following factors when driving at night. Right, and it goes through these bullet points: speed, reaction distance, right, and braking distance, which is all based upon what you can see ahead of you. And there's a slight chart that's here. Okay, just talking about stopping distance here now. All right. On the top of the following page, this is 101 now. Okay. All right. So again, highlight this portion here. All right, as another safety feature to driving at night. Drive with the headlights on at dusk, night, dawn, on dark days, and whenever weather conditions reduce visibility to less than 500 feet, which is the length of your high beams, right, about 500 feet out ahead. Right, state law requires the headlights to be on when windshield wipers are on or in use. All right, and a lot of times you'll see this sign in different areas also. Okay, driving situations. All right, so this talks about another time frame. So we had the 3-second rule for following distance. All right, while this one, all right, talks about a 12-second rule. Okay, all right, which is right here, but then continues and just talks about city driving here. All right, so when traveling in a city, heavy traffic or more pedestrians require motorists to be very alert. People walking around, people on bicycles, right? Maybe motorized bicycles, things like that. In city traffic, a motorist should try to cooperate with other motorists, drive more slowly, and watch for the movement of others. Motorists must be more careful about pedestrians and less visible vehicles, such as bicycles, mopeds, motorcycles, motorized wheelchairs, and mobility assistance vehicles. Pedestrians and individuals in wheelchairs or mobility assistant vehicles always have the right of way in a crosswalk. Motorists must also stop for pedestrians in a crosswalk. whether the crosswalk is marked or unmarked. And then finally, for this part, a motorist should look at least 12 seconds ahead. This means that he or she should be able to see an object far enough ahead that it takes them 12 seconds to get to it, and that's about 25 miles per hour.